Hi. We're in the greenhouse again, specifically the greenhouse floor. It's February. It's 60 degrees in here. My name's Sebastian, and this is our Costco greenhouse. And today's the day that we're going to add a drip system. So if you have a Yardistry Costco greenhouse or have a new greenhouse, then this is an upgrade that you're probably going to be interested in. We're on the floor because I can't really get a clean shot of what I'm going to do. But essentially, we were fortunate enough to have a drip system added to our sprinkler system a few years back. Before we built the greenhouse, I extended the pipe, the PVC pipe, down this way so that one day I could put a drip in here, and today's the day. The reason I've been wanting to add this drip is because we are trying to get the greenhouse ready for spring and summer, which it's going to be very hot in here. And essentially it becomes a shade house. So the idea with the drip is to basically automate the watering when I'm not here, or if it's too hot to be in here. I'll know that because of the sprinklers going off and the drip, that everything in here would be watered. So that's what we're gonna do. This is how I'm adding a drip. There's a bunch of other ways. If you don't have a sprinkler system and the ability to have the pipes inside your greenhouse, if you have a faucet nearby, you can add one to like the hose with a splitter, and essentially the same thing. The only thing that would be different is this PVC part. So for the PVC, I'm not a pro. I've just seen a bunch of videos on how to do this, and I've done it a few times. But essentially, you're going to want to get this set. It comes with the primer and the glue. So let me show you the attachments that I'm going to put on this. And at first, it looks a little overwhelming and a little complicated, but it's not too much. It's this. So it's this thing. We have the pipe coming out of the ground, and in order to extend the pipe, you need one of these. It basically allows you to add 2 PVC pipes together. This is a 1/2 inch. This is all 1/2 inch. And then we have this part up here. We have one of these, and that's gonna attach the other parts to it. So it has a little, allows me to attach one of these, screw on like this. So then from here, I know this looks kind of crazy. It's not that bad. This side right here, it's another tap adapter. This one's gonna go to the hose that's gonna go outside. But the ones in the greenhouse, I attached this valve just in case they get water too much, and I want to control how much comes out of here. So if I feel like it's getting water too much, I have the ability to shut it off a little bit. So all this I'm gonna have to glue together. And then this right here, I just need to add the tape. Oh, and there's an adapter here, but it's stuck. So now it's one piece forever and ever. One thing is, though, you do want to make sure that you're in a ventilated area. Wear gloves. If not in a well-ventilated area, then wear a mask. But we're outside and the door's open, so we're good. Okay, let's start doing this. Okay, we're gonna put this in here because I don't want it to stain the wood. I don't know if it will, but just in case. So, primer first. Then you hold it for a few seconds. There is one piece right there. Then we just clean off the edge. Good job. Okay, so here's this pipe. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional. Okay. And with this one, I just added some tape. Screwed it on pretty tight. I don't think anything's gonna drip from there. All right. This is where the drip is, right here, at the bottom corner of the greenhouse. I added this PVC pipe here a long time ago. You see my professionalism right here. And I added a cap because I knew that I was gonna need this eventually. Ideally, I would have liked to have taken more dirt out, but because of this, I can't really do that because you don't want dirt to fall into the pipe. There it is. Finally. Oh my God. All right. All right, so now this is attached. This goes straight up in to the bottom of this. So the hose is gonna have to curve like this. But again, that's fine. It's done. No one's really gonna come in here and criticize where this pipe is at. But the point is, this is now set up, and now I can add a hose. Okay, so I think it's been about a month since I found the drip. After I added the PVC parts, I added the black drip, and it's this stuff. An irrigation hose, and this you can put above ground and underground. I mean, I've seen it done both ways. This is what I've used to connect the PVC pipe and to bring the water out, not only in the greenhouse but outside of the greenhouse. So the pipe, it's not aesthetically pleasing, but I'm assuming that with the more plants I add, you won't be able to see it. It goes up this way. It's hard to see this, but there's this pipe here, and it splits into two. So there's two pipes going from this part out that way. They end there. There's caps there. This other part goes out this way down here under the greenhouse and outside. So I added the tubing a couple weeks ago, but I have not added the actual drip, and it's kind of like this. It looks like this. This is just a tangled mess that I've collected throughout the years. These have little emitters like this, and they're spaced out depending on what brand you buy. Or they sell the pipe without any emitters, which is this. But to control how much water comes out of here, we add one of these half-gallon per hour. I'm not sure how much water these plants are gonna need in here. I have a fear of overwatering them. I have one plant here that we're gonna put the emitter on. So let me show you how to do that. This is a hole puncher. It does one of those, bam, bam, bam. So we're gonna hole punch this up here like that. Okay, and water's gonna come out because there's water sitting in there. You're gonna get your connector, and I forget what these are called, but you put them in here like this. This one allows you to hold it in there, and with that, you just put the pressure like that, and now you have a little thing there. Connect it to this thing. Connect it like that. On this end, we're gonna put one of these. Again, this is a half-gallon per hour emitter, and we might need more than this, but I didn't want to go more. I want to ease into the emitting. And to hold it in place, you get these support stakes. Okay, so now we turn it on. All right, so this is the basic idea. If I let this drip for 10 minutes, that'll be like too much. So I don't know, we have to figure that out. Okay, this one has a hole at the bottom. I was gonna repot this, but I guess not. This will work, right? I think so. Anyway, that's the basic idea of this thing. Okay, so there it is, the finished product of this adventure of adding a pipe or adding drip to the greenhouse. I still need to figure out the whole emitter thing. I think this is too much water still. The benefit of this is that now I have drip. Oh, and from last month to now, we added 2 small beds to the front of the greenhouse, which now have drip systems to them. The ability for drip system, I haven't done it yet, but those I can add regular emitters that I have out in the garden beds. They're outside, they're not in pots, so it's not like this. I think instead of these half gallons, I'm gonna end up going for the one that I can control. I also have the valve that I added to reduce the amount of water that is released. So I'm gonna adjust that. I'm gonna mess with that. I'm gonna mess with the different type of emitters. But all in all, I'm glad I did this because now I have the opportunity to get the plants watered without me having to be out here every day. So if I'm out running errands and it's hot, or I'm out of town, I can turn on the sprinklers and know that the plants are getting watered in here. There's a lot of stuff to figure out, but we'll get there. My name's Sebastian. This is our Costco greenhouse. I make plant content, indoor, outdoor. And if you have a Costco greenhouse or if you have a greenhouse in general, let me know what you do to make it more functional. And hopefully you learned something about emitters here, but I'm still learning, so it's too much water.